The least labor-intensive way to pickle a human body so that it lasts for a few thousand years is to toss it into the right kind of swamp when the temperature is exactly right. Bog bodies are usually seen as a thing of antiquity, but these ancient pickle ricks have been formed as recently as 1945 and have been used to solve a murder as recently as 1983. It's a very narrow set of circumstances that have to occur for a bog body to happen. Firstly, the bog has to be around 4 degrees Celsius when the body is deposited, and the average year-round temperature has to remain below 10 degrees Celsius. The moisture must remain constant, so there can't be an influx of fresh water, nor can the bog be allowed to dry out. Once these conditions are met, the moss goes to work. It acidifies the water and then releases sugars into it, absorbing oxygen, creating an anaerobic environment. This acid and anaerobia kill off anything that might cause decomposition, and then the moss releases tannins, which are what actually turn the skin into leather. In 1998, a St. Petersburg research group pulled Boris Alexandrovich Lazarev from a swamp. His body had been there since his hurricane had crashed in 1945. In his case, the bog had been at the appropriate temperatures, but it was the petroleum products leaking from his aircraft that actually performed the pickling. And in 1983, peat cutters outside Lindau Moss, England, discovered a body that, before Cambridge University dated it to around AD 50, caused a local man to confess to the 1959 murder of his wife. She had attempted to extort money from him in exchange for remaining quiet about him being a homosexual. This was only 7 years after Alan Turing had been chemically castrated by the government for the same so-called offense. It's estimated that 0.1% of all animals will become fossils. I would be very interested to know how many bodies thrown into bogs actually become pickles.